10th Biology, Unit 17, Reproduction in Plants and Animals. In the previous part, we discussed about vegetative reproduction and asexual reproduction. In this part, we are going to discuss about sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves fusion of the male and female gametes. The male and female gametes fuse and form a structure called as zygote. This process is called as fertilization. In plants, male gametes are produced by male part of a male part and female gametes are produced by female part. Where the male and female parts are present in a plant, the male and female parts are present in a flower. Now let us see the parts of a typical flower. A flower has 4 whorls. Whorls means arrangement of similar parts in circles. In a flower, the parts are arranged in circles called as whorls. They are calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Gynoecium is also called as pistil. Now let us see the 4 whorls, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium in the diagram. Calyx, it is green in color. It is usually cup shaped. It is the outer whorl of a flower. Calyx is made up of sepals. The color part is corolla. Corolla is made up of petals. The third part is androecium. Androecium is a male part of a flower. The androecium is made up of stamens. The stamens form the third whorl called as androecium. The central part of a flower is gynoecium. Gynoecium is made up of carpels. If we open the gynoecium, we can find the carpels. The floral parts are grouped under 2 categories: the corolla and calyx. Calyx and corolla are called as non-essential or accessory whorls. Androecium and gynoecium are called as essential whorls. Androecium and gynoecium directly involve in reproduction, so they are called as essential whorls. Calyx and corolla, they do not directly involve in reproduction, so they are called as non-essential or accessory whorls. Let us see the essential whorls one by one. Androecium is the male part of a flower. It is made up of stamens. A stamen has 2 parts. The basal thread-like part called as filament. At the top it has anther. Anther and filaments are the 2 parts of a stamen. If we open the anther, we can find pollen sac. Pollen sacs are filled with pollen grains. The pollen grains are microscopic structures. They are dust-like structures. We need microscope to see the structure of pollen grains. If we observe a pollen grain under microscope, we will see the structure like this. The outer part is rough. The pollen grain is covered by, this is a inner structure of pollen grain, internal structure of pollen grain. If we cut and see the pollen grain, it will be like this. It has outer covering called as intine, exine. Outer covering is exine. It is rough, and the smooth inner wall is intine. Exine and intine are the 2 walls of pollen grain, and it has 2 cells. One is vegetative cell. The vegetative cell has vegetative nucleus. Another one is generative cell, the generative cell has generative nucleus. The generative nucleus divides and form two male gametes. So this is one, this is another. Two male gametes are formed by the division of generative nucleus. Now let us see the female part of a flower, gynoecium. The gynoecium is made up of three parts. The basal expanded part is called as ovary, and slender middle part is called as style. At the top it has stigma. Inside the ovaries, ovules are present. If we cut and open the ovary, we can find ovules. The ovules develop into seeds. Now let us see the structure of ovule in detail. The ovule has central important part. The central important part of ovule is nucellus. Nucellus is the important part because it is a nutritive tissue, and it is covered by the nucellus. Central nucellus is covered by two integuments. Integuments are coverings. This is outer integument, this is inner integument. The integuments leave a space, opening, that is called as micropyle. The opposite to the micropyle, the end is called as chalaza. At the chalaza end, the integuments fuse. Actually, the chalaza end is the basal part of the ovary, basal part of the ovule. Chalaza is the basal part of the ovule. The ovule is attached to the wall of ovary by a stalk. This is a stalk. By means of this stalk, the ovule is connected to the wall of the ovary. This is called as funiculus. What is the central important part of ovule? Nucellus, because inside the nucellus, embryo sac is present. Now let us see the structure of embryo sac. It has 8 nuclei, nuclei plural, nucleus singular, and 7 cells. Let us see the parts of embryo sac. The embryo sac has basal 3 cells. This structure is egg apparatus. The egg apparatus has 3 cells. The central one is egg cell. At the base, the 2 cells are synergids. Egg cell is called as ovum. At the side of the ovum, synergids are present. Opposite to the egg apparatus, towards the chalaza end, the 3 cells are called as antipodal cells. At the middle, 2 nuclei are present, called as polar nuclei. The egg apparatus consists of 3 cells. The central one is egg, and 2 side cells are synergids. Antipodals are towards the chalaza end. They are 3 in number. The middle 2 nuclei are polar nuclei. The ovule develops into seed after fertilization. Before fertilization, pollination takes place. In the next video, we will discuss about pollination in detail.